Hey y'all, look, I know it's been a few days since I posted. I just wanted to first let my other videos at least accumulate and get some other views because I have had like a lot of shorts that I posted. Excuse me. Excuse me. Talking about several different things. A lot of them just encouragement. A lot of them just telling my story to encourage and let people know that they can overcome. Just like I'm coming with today, y'all. Like when I say I be facing so much spiritual warfare, it's not even funny. I be facing so much spiritual warfare, y'all. Like, and I know it's because I'm walking in my purpose. It has to be. I have, excuse me, I have yet to experience this much warfare that I have experienced in my life. Like I have not ever experienced, and this is how I know for a fact. Like I've had spiritual warfare here and there when I got close to doing something that I was supposed to do that would align with my purpose here. But when I say it's been back to back to back to back to back, but guess what? I've been overcoming. It was 1:22 on the clock when I was saying that. Like, y'all, I'm overplaying with these people. Do you hear me? Now, if you go back and you listen to some of the shorts and some of the videos that I posted before, I think I speak about DHR, or some places call it CPS, Child Protective Services, Department of Human Resources, whatever they call it, because I'm in Alabama, so they call it the DHR. But these people have had a case open. My son's accident happened May 17th, 2022. These people have had this case open for over a year now. Mind you, they gave me my son back in April, and they said that they were going to monitor for 90 days to make sure I get him into his appointments and things of that sort, which I have. I was in the midst of and I just moved a week ago. So, if you know, you know. You don't want to carry spirits and different stuff from the old apartment, so you throw away things to just start fresh and start over. You don't want to be living in the past and taking things that's attached to the past that you're trying to let go, especially a part of the past that you're trying to let go. Things that people gave to you, things that people left, anything that has spirits attached to it, because everything is energy. So, or has energy, excuse me. So, anyway, I'm getting over a little cough or whatever. No, it's not COVID. But anyway, so this lady was supposed to, okay, now they closed the case in court. They're just waiting on the judge to sign off on it, whatever the case may be. Now, mind you, this lady was supposed to do the ISP. And the ISP is something like basically just something to keep them on track as far as what you. This is basically like a list of what you were supposed to be doing or what they're supposed to be doing or whatever you agree to. Which this last one I did not sign. Because this lady did not come over here to do an ISP to close the case. She came over here giving me a list of things that she wanted me to do. And I said, I don't agree to this. You're supposed to come over here to close this case. Somebody going to monitor for another 90 days. And I don't even like that word monitor because it makes me think of the monitoring spirits. Now, mind you, these people have been monitoring me. And I know it's illegal to be sitting up here and watching my apartment. Because the apartment that I lived in before, her and her little friend that she keeps trying to get to counsel my daughter, and I keep telling her no. But she keeps trying to present this offer to me for this lady to counsel my child. No, this lady's just trying to get a check. She has a contract with the Department of Human Resources. She's not really here to try to help my child. She's trying to get a check. Because she tried that before. Talking about some, excuse me, dog, they got to do pop-ups. If they didn't do pop-ups, then she's supposed to do the pop-ups. No, you're making up your own rules now, lady. So now let me dig on in here and see what y'all really can do and what y'all can't do. So the DHR, I'm like, I thought the courts closed the case. She's like, well, they did, but it's not. That doesn't go for us. So I'm like, I thought this was an ISP for you coming to close the case, not you giving me another list of things to do. When I've already done everything and some y'all asked me to do, including staying on y'all ass so I can get my children back. Had I not stayed on them about getting my children back, I would not have my children back right now. This lady claims she forgets a lot. Now, mind you, I understand they have other cases. In my case, it's not the only case. That is a part of the reason why I stayed on there behind, so that I will not be forgotten. Like, oh, yeah, let me get on this because the court's not going to play by her kids. Or, oh, let me get on this because I know the court going to be hitting me up about this. Because when it comes to things for them to do for me to get my kids back, they lollygag on it. But when it came down for them getting those papers ready for me to do them drug tests and getting them papers ready for me to go to parents, excuse me. Somebody don't want me to talk, but I'm going to talk. And me getting ready for them parenting classes. Oh, y'all had them papers ready speedily. Expeditiously. Like, no. Y'all not about to be one-sided with this. If y'all gonna have things for me to do, just be just as speedy as y'all do when it's time for y'all to do stuff for me to get my kids back. This woman was supposed to do the ISP, closing the ISP, or closing the case in July. Matter of fact, before July, sometime in June, if you want to be all the way real. But I let her get a little leniency because, like I said, I know they have other cases. And I already have all my children back. So I'm not really stunting them papers. You know what I'm saying? Because I know at the end of the day, it's nothing they can do to take my children again. Because I'm not doing nothing that's harming my children. Do you know these people tried to open up another case, but they sent a letter saying that they couldn't find no neglect or no evidence of neglect or anything like that. Each time these people try to take my children out of my life, they can't ever find no neglect. You know what they end up doing instead? Complimenting me on how well behaved my children are, on how well mannered my children are, on how smart my children are. I homeschool my children. I teach my children love. I teach my children respect. For respect for themselves and others. And allowing others to respect them in their space. Like, I don't know what these people be thinking, but just because they feel like I'm a black woman and they try to get me like I'm a black single mom. Let me put that out there. So it looks, from the surface, it looks as if I'm weak. It looks as if I'm helpless. But that is not the case. And they see that now. Then I'm not just going to go for what they telling me. I'm going to dig deep. And I told that lady, I said, I don't think this is legal. Y'all done had this case open for a year. Y'all gave me my oldest daughter back a month after y'all took them. You gave me my other two girls back 3 months after y'all took them. And then y'all gave me my son back a year after y'all took him. Which y'all told me y'all would give him back to me after he had his last surgery, which was in December. I didn't get my son back until April 30th. On a Sunday. Now, mind you, I called the lawyer. I called the lawyer that was supposed to be my lawyer. Now, I didn't know that, well, of course, I kind of, in a sense, knew that he was in cahoots with, the lawyers and the judges and stuff like that there, and whatever the case may be. And so he basically had told me, like, well, since the case is over for the courts, it's over with for me helping you in a sense. So I told him, I said, well, there's no need for me to be on the phone. I need to be looking for me a civil rights lawyer because I do not need to be on the phone with you, telling you the things that I'm planning on doing to file against these people that you are riding with. So I told him, I said, have a good day, and I hung up. So he called me the next day, which is today, and he told me, 9:44 on the clock when I said that, he told me, he said, I hated feeling like you were helpless, or I hate leaving people feeling helpless. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, I'm not helpless, because I was going to find some help. I was going to find some help. Whether I had to go get my own law books and represent myself, or whether I had to pay a lawyer. I don't care if I would have had to get me a job and go pay the lawyer. I was going to get this case closed. It's been going on over a year. May made a year. June, July, August. So it's been a year and 3 months that these people have been in my hair, in my business, trying to get me to do X, Y, Z. After I've already done X, Y, Z, I done passed all their drug tests, I done passed their parenting classes, and got the certificates. And got recognition for being in the class and participating. Instead of me looking at it as a negative, I took that shit and I sucked it up and I looked at it. Okay, what can I get that's positive from this situation? Then I also looked at the situation and said, okay, what can I do? And then it was 11:11 on the clock when I said that. What was positive? What is positive in this situation? Then I said, okay, what can I do to not put myself in this situation again? Now I take full responsibility for the things that happened to my son, although I had no control over that. I still own up to it. Even though it wasn't my fault, I still take that blame. I let all that fall on me. Say what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. At the end of the day, I'm going to make sure and I'm going to let y'all know I got mine. These folks know dang on what I don't play by my kids. Each worker that I've had, they all say, man, you don't play about your kids. And your kids love you. I showed these people what a real fucking mom look like. Because I'm going to go to bat for mine. I'm going to go to war for mine. They not used to a mom like me. They used to taking folks' kids and not worrying about if the mom going to be all in their hair and nothing like that. They just used to putting the kids whatever, placing them wherever, allowing the kids to be treated however. I was on their heads. Because one of my children was being abused. 2 of them. Because the girl wasn't feeding my kids. And she was burning my other baby with cigarettes and shit. She had cigarette burns all down the leg. The DHR worker talking about, oh, they bug bites. So why the fuck, if they bug bites, why my other child don't have them all down her legs? And I'm talking about both legs. It don't look like no bug bites. They look like burns. I know the difference between a bug bite and a burn. And when my child first came home, she was standing in the corner like, if she do something she knows she get in trouble for, she'll already be standing in the corner. So I'm like, Zayana, why you standing in the corner? I didn't say you was in trouble. She started crying. So anyway, she ended up telling one of the girls that was staying with me or whatever that the girl had told her that if she told her mama, which is me, what had happened, that I was going to whoop my baby for her telling me what that girl had done to her. Now, mind you, in the end, the girl had told DHR that she was going to quit being a foster mother, so my kids ended up going to another home. But it's okay, though, because karma a motherfucker. Excuse my French. But karma is a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? She's going to get her shit for what she did to my child. I don't wish nothing bad on her, no nothing like that, but it's true. Karma is a motherfucker. You get what you get. You get what you put out. But anyway, I said all that to say is, y'all don't ever give up. When it look like, because when I felt, the moment this lady came at me with the crap, like, I had to do X, Y, Z, and I had to do, and I told her, I'm not signing that paper. I don't agree with that. That's your right. You don't have to sign those papers that those people tell you to sign. You don't have to. Y'all start looking up your own rights and stuff like that. Even y'all don't even have to let that come to knocking on your door. You do not have to let them in. Tell them no, we want a court order. Yes, you're welcome to see my children to check their well-being, but you're not welcome in my home. They cannot enter your home. Even if they got the police with you, they cannot enter your home without a court order. Don't let them folks scare you. Don't let them folks use them lying ass tactics that have been using for years to kidnap our children. Don't let them use that. No. No. Now, I ain't no violent activist, none of that. I'm just standing up for the people and standing up for what's right. Because we've been done wrong for several years. Several decades, several centuries. And so on. Ages. But being traumatized, having our children took from us, they just found a different way to do it. I know this shit can't be legal. Somebody just pull up at your house and tell you, oh, you not being a good parent. Snatch your kids up like that. And then tell you, you got to do X, Y, Z to get your kids back. This has to be another way. And that brings me to a topic that I wanted to talk about. Now, I thought about doing something with my children. Like, say for instance, because of the simple fact that the girl told my daughter, if you tell your mama, she gonna whoop you for telling her that you got hurt. That's basically what the girl told my daughter. Each family should come up with like their own little saying or something like for the kids. Like, say for instance, somebody try to hit the baby, or somebody hurt the baby, or somebody try to touch the baby, or whatever the case may be. Your baby come to you, mommy, somebody pulled my hair. Or, not even that. Say like something to where only you and the kid know what you're talking about. You and your kids know what you're talking about. Like, anybody else around don't know. Like, mommy, I want cookies. I want cookies right now, mommy. I really need cookies. That's your child and you know, like, mommy, someone really just tried to hurt me. Instead of them saying, mommy, somebody really tried to hurt me, or this person did this and this. Without that person being alerted that they're going to get in trouble for trying to hurt the children. Huh? Yeah, you can stay in the house. Girl, the mosquitoes tearing everybody up. But something of the sort. Or like, mommy, I like now later candies. You know, stuff like that. Or mommy, I need ice cream now. That could be, mommy, I need help now. So you know. You know what I'm saying? We got to come up with a better system to help our children, because these people is placing our children with folks that they swear up and down is vouched for. Even down to my son being in a home with a lady like you know, the kids, they say kids do what they see. My son was not hitting people before he left home. My son came home punching my kids in the eye, punching my kids in the face, smacking my kids in the face, my other kids. And I have to tell him every day, stop hitting. He hit when he get excited. He hit when he get mad. So I called the lady. I'm like, hey, now I didn't call her like, oh, you've been doing this. I said, hey, Miss Nancy, has my son been around anyone he's been seeing fighting or hitting, or has he been playing around other kids that might be fighting or hitting, or because he was the only child that was in home? So all she said was, I assure you that I have not hit your son. Then she blocked me because I was supposed to have visitations on Mondays on the video call. She blocked me on the video call. Then she turned around and told DHR that she was buying me groceries. Now, mind you, I never asked this lady to buy me groceries. She was buying me groceries on her own. She was buying stuff for my children on her own. Even down to... Yeah, I said nobody can come in the house unless y'all ask me. I don't want company right now. Y'all mess my house up. So until y'all clean my house up, then no, you're not having company. So... Okay. I told you yes already. So, she even told, she went the extra lengths of coming to bring the groceries a day before my son's visitation so that DHR, the lady who transported him, will complain about having to bring groceries and stuff to my apartment. But yet, you after the whole situation of me asking you, have my son been around anybody that was hidden or anything like that, you go and tell them. And you say you want to be anonymous. But I know it's you, because who else would it be? You know what I'm saying? Like, type of stuff like this. So anyway, I just let that go. I didn't even let that bother me, because I'm like, okay, those are signs that this lady is guilty of something. Because why would you go to those extremes and those limbs to even do any of that? So, at this, like I say, y'all, just be careful. Be careful of who you let in your life. Be careful of who you allow your children around. Be careful of who, what, when, where you're doing things. Because these people do not care. All they worried about is getting a check and making sure they place your kids wherever the freak they want to place your kids, especially if they're in foster care. This is the first time my kids ever had to go to foster care. On the safety plan, they was at my grandma's house, and they had to take my kids from my grandma's house because she wasn't feeding them and she was abusing them. And then got upset at me because I took my kids and I had the HR place my kids with somebody else. Because my child called me crying, saying that you told her no, you wouldn't feed her. Then when I pull up with some food, and I even offer you some food. That's how raw I am with it. I don't hold no grudges. I don't get angry. I don't go rah, 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 because I don't do nothing but make the situation worse. But this lady want to rah, rah, rah with me. When I go and try to get my kids stuff, because DHR tell me to go get my kids stuff, you don't want to give my kids stuff. So you rah, 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 you go get a knife. So I said, you go get a knife. And you try to cut me. Mom. It's going to be a problem. Yes, ma'am, I'm going to defend myself. And my way of defense is going to be a little quicker than yours. So you might not want to stab me. So, anyway, I said all that to say is, y'all protect yourself. Know your rights. Love yourself, love your children, and don't go for anything. These people just be telling us anything. They will lie to us quicker than we will lie to them. Oh, no. And then try to make us feel guilty if we do lie. Oh, they're going to make sure that they let us know that they know that we lying. But when they lie, it's okay. No, don't let these people come in and do however they want to do to you. Don't let them do that. Then there's a way that you can stand up for yourself without having to cuss and fuss and hoop and holler. You hit them where it hurt. With that law. You don't know it? Go to the library. Get them books. Don't trust everything the internet say. Get them books. And if you don't know, call a lawyer. Call a lawyer that don't know you. Or don't, even if you got to call a lawyer that's out of town. But in the same state. Because of the state laws, because every state has probably different laws on certain things. So y'all just make sure y'all keeping up with y'all stuff. Y'all stay on top of y'all game. Don't let nobody play with y'all. Don't be no gopher. Don't go for anything. You hear me? Because I'm not going for anything about mine. I love mine way too much. I love mine way too much. He said, hey, what you doing? He said, what you doing? What'd you say at the park? You was at the park. My baby's a Michael. And my baby's Ayana. They look just like me, y'all. Just like me.
There's other sisters at the park.
Think I'm gonna play about them? Who?
A park.
He's talking about that park. Yeah, he's so cute. Trying to learn how to talk. And they kept trying to say my baby couldn't talk. My baby came home. He started talking like that. He don't want to talk to y'all because he know that y'all got him separated from his mom and his sisters. His comforts on his family. My baby been home since April. He been saying way more words than these people ever heard. And he still don't talk to some of them.
Can I sit down?
Yeah, baby, you sit on this side. in my little room, y'all. I just got, like I said, I threw away a lot of stuff, so I just had to give me a little a little air mattress pill, so and so. But if you move and you know. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? To anybody that's judgmental, oh well, that's your opinion. You feel me? That's what you think. You entitled to that. No hard feelings. Still love you. Sit down, my man. Sit down, my man. But y'all, don't let these people. No, I'm not saying be violent with these people, be rude to these people. All I'm saying is, don't let them take your legacy. Don't let them take your people from you. Don't let them take your heart. Because mine is all I got. And I'd be doggone if I let them take mine. They will not. They won't ever. I won't be dealing with them ever again in life. You hear what I'm saying? But y'all be easy because I'm about to go ahead and fix my kids some food. And we about to just enjoy the rest of the day because I'm pumped because the lawyer called me and told me I was right. He called and told me I was right. He said if the child has been in the home 90 days and they have monitored, after that, he said when the judge closes the case, they have to close the case. Once they get the signed paper saying that the case is closed, then they have to close the case. Especially if the child has been in the home within 90 days. And they have monitored those 90 days and they have done that. I said this can't be legal. Y'all done had this case open for a year. My son's been home for over 3 months. This month on the 30th will be 4 months. Y'all just not talking about closing the case and you're talking about still monitoring after 30 days? I said, what else is it to monitor? What else is it to monitor? Because you don't monitor everything you need to monitor, including doing illegal monitoring. When I tell you, her and her little friend that she tried to get me to do the counseling with my daughter, they've been watching my house. The lady even stopped by and brought me a TV. Now, mind y'all, every time this TV go out and don't work no more, the lady start riding past my house. Isn't that weird? The lady that was transporting my son, and God is my witness. I don't get on here telling nothing about nothing for nothing. The lady who was transporting my son, she was late picking up my son one day. So some say go outside. When you say something, say that's your intuition, that's your gut. That's God talking to you. So I stepped outside. I see her up at the parking lot that's in front of my apartment because it's like the apartment that I used to stay in, it was a baseball field across the street, and they have the parking lot that's in the school. She's sitting up there watching, y'all. As soon as she see me watching, she wait till I go in the house and pull off and then pull around. She get to the house like that. That's how I know it was her. Same truck, license plate, all that. They try CPS, they don't do that. They don't sit outside your house and monitor your house and none of that. They don't do that. So they were doing that illegally. I don't know what they had going on, but they was doing that stuff illegally. So anyway, I love y'all. Y'all be great, and I will be back. Probably do a reading or something later if I feel like I'm going to spend some time with my children. Because my two oldest girls spent the night at somebody else's house last night for the first time, y'all. And I miss my baby. So I'm going to spend some time with them. And we're going to just fix some food and just chill, Spend some time together. Because y'all, when y'all spend time with y'all kids, especially when they small like mine is, it brings so much life back to you. Try it out. If you don't believe me, try it out. You'll learn so much about your children. You'll learn so much about yourself. Because they will tell you. But y'all be easy. Love on yourself. Love on your children. And just spread love. Be love. Be the love that you want to be. And y'all be easy. Have a great day.